Hi, my name is Melanie McGrice and I'm a dietitian who specialises in fertility, pregnancy and women's health. Today we're going to be talking about how to put together a meal plan. I find this is just a skill that makes such a big difference for so many of my clients over the years. So hopefully it's going to be a great skill for you too. Okay, so first of all, we've talked in the past about how to put together a daily meal plan to suit your needs, depending upon your kilojoule requirements and what macronutrients you need throughout the day. But what I want to really look at today is how to plan your week. Because reality is we're all so busy these days. And as much as you don't necessarily have to follow it exactly to the T, if you do put together some type of overview, then you never have to worry about those last minute, what am I going to cook tonight? And then that's really when you go out and end up buying takeaway food on those days when you don't have the energy to put something together. So what I want to do today is go through a bit of a plan to suit you. My first tip is to think about what I call just the meal plan threes. And that is to aim to have about 3 serves of red meat a week, 3 serves of fish and 3 serves of legumes. So I've got a meal planner here and it's really very simple. So it just goes through each day of the week. And so I usually start just by putting in our red meat serves and then our fish serves and then our legume serves. Some people choose to, rather than going on the type of protein, you might go for the type of dish. So for example, you might have a roast every Sunday, or you might have a fish every Friday night, or it might be that you do a stir fry every Tuesday night, whatever you like. The other thing to think about as a first step is, what does your usual week look like? So for example, if you always do, say, netball on a Tuesday night, then you're not going to have as much time to prepare a meal. So maybe go for something quick and easy on Tuesday nights. Or if you're somebody who tends to always go out with the girls on a Friday night and you always tend to end up going out to an Asian restaurant, then put that in your meal plan. It doesn't have to be perfect. What I prefer is that it's something more achievable. So let's go through and do a bit of an example just to give you a bit of an idea. Okay, so I'd like to introduce you to Brittany, and Brittany's going to help, I'm going to help Brittany put a meal plan together. So welcome, Brittany.
Hello. Thank you.
So first of all, Brittany, can you tell me, are there any foods that you don't eat?
No, I eat everything.
So that makes it really easy. Great. All right, so next thing, is there any things that you do that you have on a weekly basis, on a regular basis?
Yep, so I'm out most Thursday nights playing sport, so generally don't get home till late on Thursday night.
Okay, so that's the night we're going to need something really quick and easy.
Yep, and generally the weekends is where I like to catch up with friends at least one time over the weekend. But other than that, most nights are at home. So.
Okay, so you'd usually go to a restaurant on either a Saturday or a Sunday, is that?
Friday or a Saturday night.
Usually Friday or Saturday.
And maybe a Sunday brunch.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Well, yeah, let's start by putting those things in. So we'll put the Sunday brunch in. Now, with your Thursday night sport, is there something that you usually have to eat? Like, do you eat before you go for sport, or do you eat afterwards? What do you usually do there?
It's quite tricky because I play at different times every Thursday. So if I'm playing a later game, I'll definitely eat before, and it's generally something quick like pasta, something like that. If I'm playing an earlier game, I'll eat afterwards.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So pasta is something quick and easy for you to prepare on a Thursday night?
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's pop that into your meal plan, and then that's in and done. All right. Is there any other kind of things that you have already on a weekly basis? Or are the other nights, really where you're kind of racking your brain going, what am I going to do for dinner tonight?
I'm home most of the rest of the week, so sometimes it's running out of inspiration and ideas, but yeah, no, I'm home most of the night, so I have plenty of time to cook.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's start by putting in some red meat meals then.
Yep.
One of the other things that I like to do is often have leftovers for lunch the next day from the meal the night before. So we'll start by choosing a red meat meal and then we can put in some leftovers from there.
Yep.
So actually the other question I didn't ask you is, would you like to go via protein base, or would you like to choose more, base your meal plan more around kind of different types of meals like stir fries and roasts and so forth?
I like a bit of variety, just changing it up. But
so probably more protein based is an easier way
yeah,
for you to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's start with some red meat. Which night of the week would you like to make your red meat night? Just have a look at your meal plan here.
I may as well start on a Monday.
Okay, great. And then would you be likely to take some leftovers for lunch on a Tuesday?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Great. So we'll pop in red meat for Tuesday lunch. So that gives us 2 of our red meat meals. We've got one more to put in here somewhere. Where would you like to have your 3rd red meat meal?
Maybe on a Friday night.
Friday night? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And that way, if you're eating out at a restaurant, you can have that. If you're having something at home, you can still have a red meat. And then if you have, if you want to do the leftovers again on a Saturday,
Yep.
then you can certainly do that. Usually with red meat, it's 3 to 4 times a week. So it's not going to, or even 2 to 4 times a week. So it's not going to hurt having a little bit extra. Basically, we want to aim for around 450 grams of red meat a week. The World Health Organization has shown us that eating more red meat than that can actually increase our risk of colon cancer. So, yeah, 4 meals a week is plenty. Okay, so now let's go for some fish meals. Are you somebody who cooks fish or just has tinned fish?
I would cook.
Yep,
Cook fish.
fantastic. All right, so where would you like to put some fish in?
Maybe on a Wednesday.
All right, so we'll just pop some fish in here for Wednesday night dinner.
Yep.
And then would you have those leftovers on a Thursday lunch, or would you usually do more of a like a salmon fillet or a fish fillet?
I'd probably just have a fillet of fish.
Okay, so no leftovers?
Yeah, probably not.
No problems. And then do you want to pop in a few other types of fish meals as well? So obviously, yeah, you've got your fillets, and then you can also do things with smoked salmon, or tinned fish is really popular as well. So you could do, say, a tuna casserole, or you could do some salmon patties, or like just use a tin of tuna to make a salad with, or to put in a sandwich.
Yep. Maybe like lunch on a Monday or something, like a tuna salad.
Yep.
And possibly Thursday lunch.
Thursday lunch, yep, fantastic.
Oh.
Fish is a really popular choice for lunch, because particularly the canned fish and smoked salmon, they're both so quick and easy and really handy things to take to lunch for work, so that's great. Now let's do some vegetarian meals.
Yep.
So again, we've got loads of options with our veggie meals. So you could do like a veggie burger, or you could do like a Mediterranean type salad with chickpeas in it, or you could do some type of like minestrone soup with a whole lot of beans in that. So
Yep.
where would you like to pop these?
Maybe Tuesday night.
Yep. And then would you have some leftovers for lunch the next day there?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. So that's
Maybe
2.
Friday lunch.
Yep, great. And again, so they're often things that you can prepare in advance. So if you were to prepare a big minestrone soup, or some veggie patties, they're things that you can prepare in bulk and then just take to work, which is quite quick and easy.
Yep.
Okay, so then that fills us up for Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. We've really just got Saturdays and Sundays left. We'll put our restaurant meal in for Saturday nights, as we discussed.
Yep.
And then, so you can have a bit of variety there. Sunday nights, do you want to So really what we could do, you could do some type of chicken meal. You could possibly have some more fish or an additional vegetarian meal.
Yeah, maybe some chicken.
Some chicken on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then maybe we just leave Saturday lunch and Sunday lunch open, particularly if you have been out. You might be less likely to have, like you might just have something light if you're having a late brunch on those Saturday and Sunday types of mornings.
Yep.
Fantastic. So that's kind of your overview for the week. Then what you would do, so you could either sit down and plan this every week, or you could use this as your kind of basis on an ongoing basis, and then just go in and fill in some examples. So for example, so let's do this for the next week.
Yep.
So for example, let's start with Monday night. We've got a red meat option. What would you like to do for our red meat option? You could do, have you got a favourite red meat casserole, like a lamb casserole, or a barbecue, or you could do so many options, like you could do just some steak and veg, or...
Yeah, so it's maybe steak.
Steak and veg?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for next week, so some steak and veg. And so with that leftover steak, you might like to put that into a bit of a salad for Tuesday lunch.
Yep.
So a warm steak salad. Okay, then we've got our veggie meal on Tuesday night. What would you like to have for this week?
Vegetarian, maybe like a vegetarian risotto or something like that.
Yep. Do you cook with tofu?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Yeah. Tofu is really nice in a stir fry as well, or would you do like a...
Yeah, I could do tofu stir fry.
Legumes through a risotto. Yep, no tofu stir fry for this week.
Yep.
Okay, we'll pop that in. And then so you've got the leftovers for lunch on Wednesday. Fish, so you were going to do a fillet.
Yeah, maybe salmon.
Yep, some salmon with some steamed veggies.
Yep.
Okay. And then so Thursday, would you cook up some extra salmon and then take that again with some steamed veggies, maybe turn that into a salad, or would you take some
maybe
fish?
cook a bit more cook more salmon and take leftovers for lunch.
Great. Okay, and then Thursday night is your pasta night.
Yeah.
So maybe again, if we do a chicken pasta, again, just so that we don't have too much red meat, and that'll just help to balance things out a bit there. Great. Maybe you could do it with some pesto, or you could do a tomato-based sauce, or Friday night we've got red meat again. What would you like to do for Friday night?
Red meat. Maybe like some kebabs or something, like on the barbecue, or
lovely.
with some vegetables and
Sounds good. And then we've got our restaurant meal Saturday night. Obviously you can always swap Friday night and Saturday night if you're heading out on Friday night instead. And then our last meal that we need to decide on is Sunday night. We've got a chicken dish. So what are you thinking about there?
Chicken, maybe like a chicken schnitzel or something.
That sounds great. Yeah, with your veggies.
Yep.
Fantastic. So there's your meal plan done for the week, and as you can see, it only took a few minutes to do. So once you've got that basic structure of the week, it's much quicker and easier to go in and fill in your recipe ideas, and it just means that you've got something to base it on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exact. If all of a sudden something comes up and you want to swap a night, or you want to if you've particularly got a craving for something else, then that's fine. But at least you've got that there as a plan. And I found with so many of my clients that it makes a really big difference for them. Another little tip that works quite well on the weekends, this is a tip from one of my clients, is that they call it fake out night. So instead of take out, So your takeaway night, they have fake out, which means that they make like a homemade hamburgers or homemade pizzas or homemade Chinese or something along those lines. So that's a great little tip that you might like to try too. Anyway, make sure you download a meal plan. You can often get them from a lot of the stationery shops too, or put one together yourself and have a go at doing this, because I guarantee it will make a big difference for you. My online program, 8 Steps for Boosting Your Fertility, is coming up. Want to prepare your body for pregnancy? Join us by registering at melaniemcgrice.com/join.